All right. Thanks for joining me again. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another story here. This is a African salon owner in Birmingham, Alabama. So this lady, apparently, you know, she wasn't happy uh, with the amount that the customer was paying her, even though they agreed on that through text. So I don't want to keep you waiting. I'll show you what transpired and how this African shop owner threw everything away. Let's hear this story.
The salon owner and two of her employees have been arrested on kidnapping and assault charges. Thanks for joining us at 4. I'm Guy Rawlings.
And I'm Brittany Decker. This comes after a video went viral of the employees pulling a woman's hair and locking her inside the business until police showed up last week. We have Michael Higdon with the latest details from the breaking news desk.
Yeah, it was an intense TikTok video with more than 1 million views showing a Birmingham woman's experience being locked inside of a braiding salon and having her hair pulled out over $50. The suspects have been identified as Asatu Kamara, Julia Ondo, and Gladys Ninzinga Kumba, all of Birmingham. They have been charged with kidnapping and assault in connection to the incident that happened last Saturday at Mama Gifted Hands on Parkway East. Jessica Odom, the victim in this case, told WBTM 13 she texted the salon owner directly to book her appointment. In the text messages, you can see how she asked how much for boho knotless braids, and the owner responded with $200. Well, apparently human hair was used to do the style, and the owner said she owed another $50. Odom said she started walking toward the door when the owner asked her for $30 instead of that. If she couldn't pay the $30, she could sit down so the owner could actually cut the hair out. Well, that's when Odom claims the owner locked her inside the salon. Odom said that she tussled with the owner and other employees while trying to unlock the door and finally got it opened when she felt someone grab her by the hair. Odom said that they pushed her back into the salon, locked the door again. In video that you see right here showing the employees pulling on her hair for another 30 to 40 minutes until police actually showed up. All suspects were taken into custody without incident today. They remain in the Jefferson County Jail without bond.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen and heard that. This is crazy the way the women in that salon are willing to throw their entire business and their record all away over $50. So the woman that they attacked, the customer, was communicating with the owner of the salon. So she asked for the style that she wanted, and the owner said $200, as you can see. So they wanted to add an extra $50. Ladies and gentlemen, here is what you need to understand. Like, this is not Africa where, you can just, come up with whatever price and then expect people to pay it. If you used human hair, which is weird, by the way, human hair. So apparently that costs a lot more. But what they should have done was ask the customer, let the customer know, hey, we're going to be using human hair versus horse hair or plastic hair. I don't know what kind of hairs they use in putting in this woman's hair. But whatever the case is, they should have asked her and then have her acknowledge that they are going to be charging her an extra $50. But you don't just, use the hair, put it in the customer's hair, and then when she tried to hand you the amount that you agreed upon, you were like, no, you got to give me $50. Ladies and gentlemen, can you believe this? Throwing your business away over $50. So now they are being charged with assault, which is, like they grabbed her hair, pulling it, which is assault. And they also, stopped her from leaving, which is kidnapping. They closed the door, and this is all caught on camera. I mean, this aggressive behavior cannot be accepted here. And I've seen, other videos of other African women online. They're like, oh, please forgive us. It's not all of us. Look, here's the thing, take accountability. Stop telling people to forgive you for your behavior. How about, treat people nicely? How about you do that? So these three right here, they are going to have criminal charges on them, and it's not only going to be that, it's going to be civil as well, because the customer have grounds to sue them. So they can kiss their salon, their business goodbye. Imagine losing your entire business over $50. Over $50. See, if you're smart, for example, what she did was, like, it looks like that customer is a random customer that hit them up and showed up, right? If you feel like, okay, it's just $50 difference, they should have let that go, because guess what? That customer seems like she was very happy with the job that was done. They should have just let her go. That $50 that they are fighting over, like the lady paid 200, it's more than the 50, and she could have been the best advertisement for them, because when other people see her, they are going to ask her where she got her hair done. Guess what? Those people are going to come too. Or that customer can become a repeat customer. So they threw all that away. So now they didn't get the $50. They have criminal charges. And on top of that, this customer is going to sue them. And rightfully so, because it's all caught on camera. They mistreated her, they humiliated her, and she can sue for a whole lot, by the way. A whole lot. She can sue over emotional distress, pain, humiliation. This is all caught on camera, by the way. So these women are cooked. They are completely cooked. This is what I've always been talking about. You cannot, listen to me. You cannot come here to the United States where laws, rules, and regulations are followed, where, every action there's a reaction. You would be held accountable for your behavior in this country. So your best bet is start learning how to treat people humanely. Humanely. Respect your customers if you want them to come back. So I hope people are going to learn from this. Know how to treat your customers. This aggressive behavior, putting your hands on people, is completely wrong. I remember I did another story in the past, I think last year, where this car salesman in Milwaukee, another African, he put his hands on the customer, and the customer shot him. He is no longer with us. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep your hands to yourself. Use your verbal skills. Stop being angry. The customer is always right. There is a way to handle customers, because you see, you are in business. You have to learn people's skills. If this were me, here's what I'll do. I would have explained to the lady before putting the human hair in. I would have said, hey, this is extra $50. If she said she didn't come with the $50 whatsoever, I would have still, gave her the human hair, because you see, that's free advertisement. So now look at it. Is $50 really worth it? Is it worth it for you to have criminal records and also lose your entire salon, embarrass yourself, and they could possibly be deported? So, ladies and gentlemen, leave your comments in the comment section and let me know what you think about this story. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out.